Good morning, saints, and happy Monday. The verse for today is taken from 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33. Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. In chapter 15, Paul was addressing resurrection after death. There were some Christians in Corinth that held the belief that there was no resurrection after death. And Paul was explaining that if this was true, then all this preaching and teaching is in vain, and our faith is in vain. After all, we as believers, as Christians, we are saved through the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And then later down in the chapter, he's saying, to those people who believe we should just eat and drink and be merry and do whatever feels good because they feel that there's no resurrection after death, that they're going to die and that's it. Be careful of those people. Be not deceived. For bad company corrupts good character. And this verse reminded me of an experience. Please allow me to share. I was on a health journey, being very conscious of what I eat, and I decided to make a healthy oat pancake. So I added in the oats, I added in some vanilla extract, a mashed banana for sweetness, and some baking soda. And the very last ingredient that I was supposed to add was an egg. And instead of doing the prudent thing and cracking the egg in a separate bowl, I was lazy. And I decided to crack the egg in the same bowl with the other ingredients. But guess what? The egg was rotten. And now my what should have been a perfect pancake was now contaminated with rotten egg. And there was nothing I can do to separate the good ingredients from the bad egg. Because of their close contact, because of their association, they were all contaminated. I couldn't use it anymore. And essentially, that is what Paul is telling the Corinthians. And it's a relevant message to believers today. In our walk with God, we are to be mindful of our associations, of persons who we entertain, of persons we call our friends. Because we can be derailed, we can get off track if we align ourselves with persons who are not in sync with God. And so I want to remind you to pray and ask God to help you meet the right people, to bring the right people into your circle. And if you have children, you have grandchildren, or you're just concerned, I ask you to pray for young people and pray that whether they go to school or in their workplaces, wherever they are, that they find healthy associations, that they align themselves with persons who will bring them closer to God and keep them on the right track. Be encouraged, be wise, have a blessed week, everyone. Take care.